To attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He'll buy some time right. That is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd and short. But you look at this defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete with Zay Flowers with it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Jackson on first down. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Olszewski now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards through the air on a first down. From the gun, it's Drake. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Lawrence will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Now Lawrence on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
On third down, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Here's Jackson to throw on second down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Play action. It's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 31 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 29, here's second down at 7. Now Lawrence. This one caught by Ridley. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Lawrence. And this goes out wide for Drake. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They throw it out right complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
They'll take over first and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, here's Lawrence. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seeking that.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. First down, San Antonio.
Now Lawrence to throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the counter, Mitchell. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's caught. It's Flowers. Down the right sideline. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mitchell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Olszewski now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Keely Ringo picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 9-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try...
It got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Prior Muse. A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
Take right open.
Now Lawrence.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
At the 28-yard line.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Jackson now. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 26 yards.
And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic?
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's second and 10.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Herbig in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
So in one play, you've lost an amount of yardage that our stat guy is still totaling up. Now, there are mess-ups, and there are mess-ups. I think this falls in the latter category.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
That's going deep for Bateman. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, 41 yards.
And the Condors are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Isabella now from his end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Andy Isabella.
He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
How about this?
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. He's got it. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The drive starts with a completion left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Lawrence changing the play.
First down, Condors.
In motion right is Ridley. A fake on the jet sweep. Now Lawrence off play action. Blitz coming and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They go play action with Lawrence. Rolling to his right. And now here is another interception. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Jackson on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40-yard line.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook. And this
will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Olszewski now from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Now Lawrence.
Flushed out right.
He's got some room to operate.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.